Peace be with you. Assalamu alaikum. Shalom, paz, and blessings to you wherever you are on this beautiful planet. Hopefully, everybody is grounded, feeling grounded and well rounded. That's always a really good thing. We're going to dive into this energy as we always do around this time and just see what is it that the universe wants us to be made aware of. I just heard your intuitive nudges are right on time. Your discerning signs and or discerning nudges are also in alignment. That's a nice download. So come on in, y'all. Let's see what's going on. Shout out to all the gods and goddesses hanging out on planet Kai, also known as Mother Earth, also known as Gaia. Gaia goes by so many names, but she is divine feminine energy. I just heard they woke up the dragon. Uh-oh, somebody woke up somebody's bloodline. Somebody woke up the dragon. Why did I just hear you woke up the dragon? Ooh, something about a volcano. I just heard Hawaii, the Philippines. Okay, Thailand. Something like that. Southeast Asia. That's what I just heard. Damn. Okay. So by way of positioning how we're seeing this, obviously, through truth and clarity, is by way of the spirit. Facts are coming out. It's in the reverse. So somebody could have been doing some type of spell work overseas. I just heard they woke up the dragon, dragon's blood. Insurance, life insurance, auto, something like that. Health liability. Somebody better be careful. Traveling. Clarify they woke up the dragon. Somebody's ancestors want blood. This says apologies in the reverse. Yeah, your ancestors are not apologetic about what they're about to do. We got Scorpio at the bottom of the deck, and we got spiritualists. So something could be happening right now in Scorpio season. I just heard something is soon to come. Spiritualists in the reverse. So somebody's a dark practitioner. They could have been petitioning some type of entity with a worker or a spiritual, I just heard a spiritual know-it-all. Okay, so this is somebody that feels like they know it all. They know enough to get that work done. Somebody had a practitioner overseas. Apologies are in the reverse, though. Sorry, forgiveness, reconciliation, and a second chance. So this could be somebody that you felt energetically you don't want to reconnect with. Whoa. You could have turned down some fake ass apology. Yeah. Somebody saying, I apologize. Oh, believe me, I do. Wheel of Fortune with the Knight of Cups. Okay. So they want to come in and be friends, but somebody's been exposed. They woke up the dragon. This is happening in Scorpio season. Knight of Cups energy. Okay. Three of Wands. I'm telling you, I just heard Thailand, Southeast Asia, something like that. Asiatic black man, Asiatic descent. Seven of Cups. Somebody was casting illusions. Somebody was dealing with the dark spiritualist at a distance. The Magician. I can't make it up. Mr. or Mrs. Know-It-All. Why'd they wake up the dragon? Because somebody tried to come for your bloodline. What happened? Overseas. Yep. And the Most High God showed up and put that shit to a halt. Oh, it's too much going on here. Why did they wake up the dragon? You got the Ace of Wands and the King of Cups energy. Whew, the world. Because something is over and something new has already started. King of Cups energy, big Scorpio energy. Somebody could be a Scorpio. This could have happened around somebody's birthday. Okay, we got Wands, fire. Somebody's birthday could be in November. Clarify, why did they wake up the dragon? Why am I hearing somebody's ancestors say they woke up the dragon? Something about fire. Ooh, child, it's a wrap. This is so crazy. So you got people literally going to spiritual jail as we speak. A dark practitioner, Eight of Swords. Somebody woke up the dragon. What did they try to do at a distance? They tried to bind you to some type of energy. Two of Pentacles, something that you balanced out. Clarify, somebody needed your energy to balance out something. So they wanted your energy. The Ace of Swords, but you see the truth. Clarify, they woke up the dragon. Woke up the dragon. Dang. The Magician, because you, child, listen. Let me tell you something. I don't know how many times we got to tell people to sit their punk asses down. Go take a punk ass nap. Do something safe other than playing around in people's bloodline. You don't know what somebody's bloodline is attached to. You have awakened what appears to be ancient dragons, boo, in the earth. Somebody's ancestors are literally saying, you know you done fucked up, right? Literally. It's like they're whispering in the ear of the person who was negligent, saying, you know you done fucked up, right? No, you're not going crazy. That's somebody's ancestors on your ass. The magician and the ace of coins. Whatever kind of magic this person did or paid for overseas with somebody that was a Mr. Know It All, Mr. I'll get the job done for you, the only thing that magic did was awaken the ancient God within you. They have awakened the dragon. Somebody's bloodline. I just heard dragon's blood. Clarify the bloodline. You woke up the dragon. I'm telling you, you woke up some shit. You don't want no smoke. The devil. Listen, when you got the devil, clarify you woke up the dragon. When you got the devil walking away, the Eight of Cups, it's definitely time to be very much afraid of what's to come. When you got the devil in the Eight of Cups, which represents walking away, that means that whatever somebody is bound to, whatever they're in some type of an agreement with demonically, that shit is walking away. The entity sent to attack is walking away. The devil is turning his back. The devil again is running off on the demonic ass plug. Show me this person overseas. Clarify. Careful. Four of Wands. It's a community. This is a group of people. Somebody is seeking a healer overseas. Okay. To make the devil go away? Is that what's going on here? Four of Wands. The devil's like, oh, you trying to act like you don't know me now? Whoa, the devil's walking away. You got the Four of Wands and the Six of Swords. Clarify overseas. Somebody could have gone to somebody overseas to clear up a problem. Somebody that works alone. Nine of Pentacles. Mr. I'll get it done. What happened? What did this person do though? What did they do? Because something backfired. They're keeping this from this practitioner with the moon's energy. So somebody could have traveled out of the country, or they're petitioning something. Oh, excuse me. They're petitioning or requesting help, rather. Thank you, Spirit. They're requesting help from somebody overseas to help them clear up something that backfired. This is what they're hiding, the moon. What did this person do? Why did they meet this practitioner? The Queen of Wands. What did this person do? Why did they meet this practitioner overseas? Because some shit backfired on that ass. The Tower in the reverse. King of Pentacles. Clarify this practitioner overseas. Are they helping this person? The Emperor. And the Three of Swords. Nope. There's nothing this practitioner can do. Whoever this practitioner is, somebody could have petitioned one practitioner to do some type of work, Mr. or Mrs. Get It Done, and then somebody went to a healer to try to see if they could fix the problem after the Tower backfired. So, Tower in the reverse, the devil's on the run, the devil's come to collect, the devil's walking away from the chosen one because you carry the Ace of Swords and this ability to alchemize bullshit from a mile away. You didn't alchemize shit in your future to just let your future know, like, I'm not about to be dealing with this shit on my journey. Let's send some alchemy ahead of me because I'm not about to be dealing with no devils like this. Like, get the hell up out the way. The Most High's will be done on earth and in the heavens. This day, right now, not later. Ace of Wands in the world. What's good? The cycle is over. The Ace of Coins is there. These people got to get a clue, or they ain't got to do a damn thing, but they got to get the hell up out of here. You ain't got to go home, but you got to get the hell up out of here. The Tower's in the reverse, boo. That's a backfire. Four of Wands. Somebody petitioned A high-ranking Hierophant overseas. Show me the other person that they had doing spell work. The bad spell work. They got a spiritualist that could have dropped. Maybe that's why spiritualist was in the reverse. Apologies was in the reverse. Sorry, forgiveness, reconciliation. You got strength in the reverse. So there are two practitioners here. The first practitioner, clarify the one that lost their power, ended up doing the work. I can make it up like a fool. They took the job. Fool is in the reverse. Okay. Somebody did the work. Somebody could have put you on their altar. Somebody petitioned somebody because I kept hearing out of the country. Somebody traveled far. Somebody traveled to Cuba. I just heard Cuba. I could be channeling several different stories. Remember to take the story that resonates and the ones that do not. Child, just sit back and look at that shit from a different perspective and say, this is crazy. Even if it don't resonate, you can still see that shit from a different perspective, right? For spiritual educational purposes. Don't be like Mr. or Mrs. Dumbass. That's what I just heard the ancestors say, man. Fool in the reverse, strength in the reverse. Somebody's ancestors are pissed off. They're like, I just heard, I breathe the fire. Somebody comes from some type of ancient bloodline and you got dragons coming up out the earth, man. They're not ready for these earthquakes and volcanoes. I keep hearing volcanoes. Somebody could be Filipino. I hear somebody saying Filipino. Somebody could be a Pacific Islander. I'm tapping into some real indigenous energy. And somebody comes from a long line of shamans and healers, and they are about to rock and drop these people. Who's the other practitioner? What's the fool in the reverse, the strength in the reverse? The other practitioner that did the bad work? Child, somebody could have failed from grace. All this practitioner's cards are coming up in the reverse. So the star in the reverse. So here's what we have going on here. Let's just do a really quick recap, okay? If we will. You're just now coming into spiritual court. How you doing? Come on in. Ignore the gang stalkers. They're all under judgment. Maybe they're here this time. Maybe they're not. It doesn't matter. It is 12:22 on the timer. You could be seeing 222. You could be seeing 12:21, which represents winter solstice, which represents gatekeeper, which represents the crossroads, which represents Baran Samedi, which represents, whenever you say Baran Samedi, you might as well just say Madame Brigitte as well. They govern the spiritual realm. Before you get to Elewa, before you talk to Eshu, you have to go through Baran. Somebody went to the crossroads, or they're at a crossroads, requesting something from the universe. They found somebody to do the work. On a quick recap, okay? Recapping, this person did the work. This shit backfired immediately because of who your bloodline is. I kept hearing they've awakened the dragon. Somebody could come from a line of shamans and monks. MONK. Your bloodline is powerful. They don't play about you. They will put a sword to that ass. They are literally chopping heads off, y'all, and defeating these people. And I don't mean defeating, I mean taking their feet away. They will take not a near another step. Not a near another. For those of you that are confused about the colloquialism in that terminology, basically them bitches won't take another step. That is my best translation. This is what somebody's ancestors are saying. The fool and the reaper. So you got a practitioner out here that could have really been woo-wopped and chopped out here and boo-bopped by the universe. Clarify the fool and the reverse with the strength in the reverse. It's a practitioner that got molly-wopped and body slammed by some shit that backfired. And when I tell you, Spirit just says it was a domino effect, like boom, 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 boom. Like something could have happened one day, the next day, something like boom. Like somebody's towers, somebody's ancestors were letting somebody know, bitch, this ain't what you should have done. You are a fool that should not have taken another step towards my chosen one. Ooh, you got boo-bopped, mollywopped, body slammed, hemmed up, hoodwinked, bamboozled, led astray, hanging by a noose. Ooh, somebody's ancestors is pissed off. Why would you do that? Let's clarify this first practitioner that did the spell work. They came for your bloodline. The Ten of Cups. What was the petition? To take your lineage, to take your secrets. Ten of Cups represents family, mother, father side of the family, genealogy, Akashic records, Okashic records. Because at some point, your Akashic records aren't valid when people try to dig into your spiritual journey. A lot of that stuff is fragmented. Most of it's been eliminated by way of a spiritual grid. So some of the stuff that they're looking at when it comes to you collective is outdated, but it's divine order. It's meant to be that way for them. They're meant to sit in confusion and look into your bloodline and be confused, because otherwise they would not have fallen into their own traps. These people are sinking their own battleships, man. They're taking themselves out. They're doing the collective a favor by taking themselves out, landing on their own swords, man. You did this to a healer? Who's this other person? There's somebody else. So after the client, we ain't even got into the client and the person that's requesting the work. After this person's practitioner fell short, I just heard fell ill. Okay. So somebody's practitioner got boobopped for real. Star in the reverse, strength in the reverse, fool in the reverse, tower in the reverse. And your bloodline said the Ten of Cups belongs to you. Oh, whoever the client is, they then go to a new practitioner because they too are getting some karma. And they ask this emperor, whoever this is overseas, to help them make the devil go away. With the Eight of Cups and the devil's not answering the call. The devil ran off on the plug. There's been a demon that has been casted out. Clarify the person that was requesting this work. Whoever this was that was requesting this work, the Hangman energy, Piscean energy. Who was the person that was requesting this spell work? They paid a lot of money. Somebody got the money to pay. Seven of Pentacles. There's a lot of money, time, effort, and energy being put into this work. Whatever somebody wanted, they were willing to pay any amount of money in order to do something to you, collective. There's no price on your soul. That's what I just heard. The ancestors are laughing at the money that was spent. Like, bitch, how you coming to try to buy our bloodline? How can you come and try to buy our, like, this ain't, what is this? It's like somebody wanted your bloodline, jealous of your lineage. Hangman and the Seven of Pentacles. Show me the person that's requesting a word. So they could have gone to this person. They could have gone to this person overseas and asked them to do a protection ritual. Seven of Wands. But they tried to do it under the energy of your bloodline. Oh, this is a wicked little bastard. They didn't tell this practitioner, but this Emperor energy, okay, Ace of Swords, and the Three of Swords, this person saying, I can't help you. Whoever this high-ranking Hierophant is, he can see what happened to this previous practitioner. Somebody's running around from practitioner to practitioner, waving money, offering any amount of money to get help. You got somebody here that's saying, I'm not doing that. Clarify. Yeah, I can't make this up. You got the Knight of Cups. Clarify this person. Somebody needs spiritual protection. Clarify this person. Yeah, they're saying, I can't help you. The Nine of Cups in the reverse. You know why? Because whoever this new practitioner is could also be out of the country with the Three of Wands. Somebody's a part of some type of organization. This could be like a healing group or something. Six of Swords and the Four of Wands. They do cleansings. They do divination. They're healers. Somebody went to them with some money. Look, I can't make this up. And they got caught up. The Seven of Swords. So this practitioner knows that this person, this King of Wands, could have lied. What's the Seven of Swords and the King of Wands? The Empress energy. I can't make this up. Somebody knows that somebody attacked the Empress. And whoever they're asking for help, it's like I see somebody saying, anybody can help me? Okay, 5,000, 7,000, 10,000. Okay, I'll get the money. Like they desperate. Seven of Pentacles. Somebody's waving their money around, but it's not appeasing. It's not appealing to whoever this high vibrational practitioner is. He's saying, I can't help you. Three of Swords. He's separating himself because he can see what happened to the last person that helped this sneaky and deceptive ass person. Seven of Swords and the King of Wands. This King of Wands could hold some type of rank as a spiritualist or something like that, but they're running around. They're not telling the whole truth. It's like they're going in looking for help, going to practitioners, asking for spiritual protection. Seven of Wands. But they want to use some of your energy to cloak themselves or to convince the practitioner that they need help. It's like, because walking in with their own energy, it's dirty, it's funky, it's rancid, it's demonic. Ain't nobody helping these people like that. Nobody's putting their spiritual rank on the line. Why would you do all that work, make it to the Hierophant, and for any amount of money, you're looking to help somebody who is going through divine judgment? That's like putting spiritual protection over somebody, and the Most High God is saying, I forbid it. This is me divining. This is me intervening. You ain't got to call on no angels. You ain't got to call on no other gods. The Most High God is saying, it is me. Ace of Wands, Ace of Pentacles, Ace of Swords. So who the hell would go up against the Creator and put protection over somebody that's sneaky and deceptive and still trying to walk around in divine feminine energy? Bitch, you're about to fry. You're going to be fried. You're going to be fried. You done pissed off the spirits, man. You done pissed off somebody's ancestors. Clarify, they woke up the dragon. Woke up the dragon. Clarify. I can make this up. Two of Wands in a reverse. Somebody's ancestors are saying, we will snatch your whole breath out of your body, man. Two of Wands in the reverse is like, bitch, don't take another step. It's in the reverse. Cornered. Blocked off. Two of Wands in the reverse is like somebody's ancestors running up on somebody. Literally, guns a-blazing, figuratively, literally, spiritually cornered somebody, and they're saying, say that again. What did you tell this practitioner to do? To the chosen one, to this empress, what did you tell this practitioner to do? What'd you pay for again? Look, Six of Pentacles. Look at the exchange in money. Look at the envelope. Look at the request, the petition. What did you tell these practitioners to do again? Oh, you gonna play around and mess around and find out. Somebody effed around and found out, or they will be. Hold on, y'all. So this card fell on the floor. So we asked, clarifying, Holy Spirit, Six of Pentacles, what exactly happened here? Reveal it to us, Spirit Realm. Listen, Spirit Realm says this person went and paid Six of Pentacles, then the Seven of Pentacles. Somebody was on auto pay with the practitioner. Six of Pentacles, Seven of Pentacles, Nine of Pentacles. Somebody was working, putting in overtime, cashing out vacation time, cashing out their 401k to do spell work over you. 2323 on the timer, bitch. Something got to be balanced out. Five of Pentacles. This person went broke trying to do spell work over you. Clarify this new practitioner overseas, helping this person out. Seven of Cups in a reverse. I cannot make this up. Seven of Cups in a reverse. For those of you that are new to tarot, Seven of Cups represents either options or it could represent illusions, depending on the preceding cards. And according to spiritual court, the devil's on the board, the moon is on the board, the magician's on the board, the tower in the reverse, strength in the reverse, star in the reverse, fool in the reverse. Somebody went towards a new practitioner after one had fallen asunder. After doing some type of spell work over a chosen one, went to a new practitioner and lied, trying to come in wearing your essence, kindness, peace, whatever, to appear to be somebody who was genuinely deserving of good help, hoping that this practitioner would do the work. They offered them money, Seven of Pentacles, and the practitioner is like, I can't help you. The Seven of Cups in the reverse is like, I can see everything you did. I'm not helping you with shit. I'm not about to put my spiritual rank on the line because you getting your ass beat by the universe and the last practitioner is hanging on by a thread. Bitch, hell no. Somebody did it all for the love of money. Stop doing spell work for money. Some people are not even ordained to do magic. It is something that should be bringing things into balance. This is abuse of power, negligently abusing your position. And now you've run out of people to collaborate and co sign to your bullshit, man. You've run out of time. Clarify they woke up the dragon. Somebody's ancestors is on some dragon shit, man. Nine of Swords. Nine of Swords is mental anguish. Ain't no rest for the wicked. Child, somebody woke up the dragon. Somebody woke up the dragon on somebody's bloodline. And you know what's so crazy is you got a lot of people that play around in this darkness and they don't think that it's real. Or they'll call you crazy because you see the truth. Ace of Swords. And then they accuse you. Oh, you're worshiping the devil. You this, you that. The whole time they kissing the devil in the mouth, suckling the devil's breast, sipping the devil's tea, standing in line for a slice of the devil's pie. The whole time. Those are the ones. Time's up. Scorpionic season is coming through like a wrecking ball. You better believe it. This scorpionic energy is not for play. Play around with it if you want to. You're going to play around and end up with the dead. Since you like doing death spells and playing around in the graveyard, kicking your feet up, smoking graveyard blunts with graveyard dirt between your toes and up under your nails, still sitting in spiritual court lying on the stand with graveyard dirt up under your nails with your hands crossed like this. And spiritual court is like, Exhibit A, is that graveyard dirt up under your nails? Just sitting in court lying. Well, I didn't do it. And no, I said, and he said, no, you went to a practitioner, you paid them a lot of money, and now you done woke up the dragon. Whew. Something about earthquakes, y'all. Earthquakes, I just heard a tsunami. I heard earthquake, tsunami, and I heard volcano. Clarify Hawaii. Why am I hearing Hawaii? Philippines. Hawaii, Philippines. Somebody could be Samoan. This could be another download, y'all. I could be tapping into something else, something with a child. Clarify. Somebody tried to shut somebody up. This could be another download. Let's tap into it. Come on in. Listen. The Emperor in the reverse. That's Aries energy, domination. Emperor in the reverse is somebody who's reckless, out of control. They don't respect people. They just want to dominate. That's all they care about. The Emperor in the reverse. Why did I hear Hawaii? Somebody is trying to prolong a cycle being over. The World card came up in the reverse. This could also represent Hawaii and travel. Clarify Hawaii. Why am I seeing that? Six of Pentacles in the reverse. They done went over there and paid somebody. Listen. Damn it. Y'all done woke up the damn dragon. Y'all need to really back down. Y'all need to really back down. You need to really back down. You waking up some ancient gods. And when you wake them up and disrupt them from their rest, it really pisses them off. So when they wake up, they don't come to play footsies with you and kiki and ha-ha. They come to find out why the hell are you touching their bloodline. Six of Pentacles in the reverse. Something about Hawaii, y'all. Could be a dark practitioner over there somebody paid. Spirit says divine intervention. So when you hear about it, just know this is coming from the divine. Whatever the judgment is, I heard tsunami. Clarify tsunami, Hawaii. King of Cups, water. Look, tsunami, water. Clarify Hawaii. Hawaii. Somebody could be from the Philippines. Notice the island in the background, the water, the sun, the lovers, and the Queen of Wands. Yeah, let me tell you something. Something about volcanoes and water. Tsunami and volcanoes. Clarify Hawaii. What happened over there? What happened? Why is the Six of Pentacles in the reverse? I don't know, but somebody's in deep, depressed energy because shit is backfiring. Five of Cups. Sad. Fire and water. This is what they're saying. Fire and wind. This could be tornado. Like, damn, the forces of nature about to tear some shit up, y'all. Oh, man. Let me tell you something. I have seen a tornado whip through and clear out people's lives. I've also seen a tornado be rerouted away from innocent people. People don't believe that the forces of nature are real. It is so real. And the disrespect, man. Most of these forces, as they are put in place by the divine, most of these forces are just tired of the injustices. In their mind, they're like, kill it. Let's just create another one. Or in their minds, the way these energetic consciousness move, they feel like clear the path already. Oh, you don't want to get out of the way? Okay, we'll just wipe all this shit out. This is how they feel. It's a cold situation. I'm telling you, Five of Cups. Why is somebody in the Five of Cups in Hawaii? Somebody could be from the Philippines and they go to Hawaii or something like that. It's something like that. Yeah, I can't make this up. You got the sun in the reverse. The sun in the reverse is, lack of vitality. Five of Cups is giving grieving energy. The Eight of Cups. What's the Eight of Cups for Hawaii? Somebody traveled there in the past to do some type of spell work. I just heard every dark practitioner doing root work for money to innocent people are about to be uprooted. Watch it. They're about to be uprooted. Six of Cups. Somebody did something in the past. Knight of Swords, some type of spiritual attack, something like that, claiming that they needed some type of balance to be brought down or judgment or justice. They could have done this to a lover. Who is this person that did this spell work? The Emperor in the reverse. They traveled. The Knight of Cups in the reverse. This person is an emotional manipulator. Knight of Cups in the reverse is emotions. Okay. The Magician. Somebody wanted to make something happen. Show me the person that they attacked spiritually. What happened? They could have ended somebody's life, or they tried to. Ace of Cups, chosen one. So you got somebody, an Emperor in the reverse, who traveled. Again, traveled out of the country. Something about Hawaii. Something about traveling abroad. I heard Hawaii. Ace of Cups, the chosen one is the Ace of Cups, and somebody was mad. Somebody wanted to reconcile with somebody, so they made an offer. Queen of Pentacles, but you're single and self-sufficient. Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn energy. You could be any sign embodying that energy of responsibility. So this person went to try to stop your stability, and so they sent you some type of spiritual warfare. This could have been demonic forces, whatever this is, to attack your new beginning. They did some type of chaos magic to uproot your life. This was done in the past. Something could have been 6 years ago. Okay. Give me current energy on the situation. Yeah, this person is done. It's over. Whoever did this magic, it's a wrap. Okay. This could be a whole nother story. I feel like I'm just uprooting. We're uprooting some dark practitioners. Six of Swords in the reverse. Notice the body of water. Notice that tsunami energy and also tornado. Something about high winds, water, and a volcano. Shit. The ancestors are popping out. The Seven of Wands is the ancestors card. The seven also represents the seven Orisha. Y'all done pissed off somebody's bloodline. Clarify they woke up the dragon. They're about to uproot some shit. They're going to make sure that whatever is buried on this indigenous land, whatever root work was done, whatever spell work, wherever the ceremony took place, they're going to rip through that bitch and uproot it. If it was put in a graveyard, they uproot in the graveyard. I mean, stop playing. I just heard the earth is heating up for this type of an attack. The Three of Wands. Somebody definitely did their dirt at a distance, thinking that, the dirt wasn't going to follow them back home. Wow. Wow. I don't know why you would do that. Look, the Ten of Cups in the reverse. I can't make this up, y'all. I can't make this up. The Ten of Cups in the reverse. Whoa. Bad business. Somebody cursed their own bloodline. Ten of Cups in the reverse. So whatever happened between these two people, this Emperor in the reverse and this Queen of Pentacles, this person, as their lover, was supposed to move on with their life, get the lesson, but instead somebody resorted to do what they normally do. That's what I just heard. Oh, they always do this. When somebody disappoints them, they said, I'll teach you. I'm going to run and go to my root worker and get them to do some spell work to stop your new beginning, send you chaos, problems, situations. Now, here's what somebody did not see, that Ace of Swords is like a dragon breathing fire on that ass. I just heard you got the right one, baby. You chose the right one. Wrong time, right time. It was all divine timing. Somebody took the bait. Somebody fell for the trap. You were supposed to heal, sir. Yeah, King of Pentacles. I can't make it up. King of Pentacles to the Queen. Somebody was supposed to heal from this and balance out their life. Look, Two of Pentacles. In order to collaborate. Three of Pentacles to the Two of Pentacles. This was about balance. 2 plus 3 is 5. 5 represents the number of change. Somebody could be a life path number 5, life path number 7, life path number 2. Now you got a new offer coming in, the Two of Cups. So somebody wanted to stop your new beginning and your stability. So they said, well, we'll just toss out, a couple of illusions by way of options that you have. But the Six of Wands is you having a victory over somebody that was doing spell work over you. Clarify this practitioner in Hawaii. 4 Wands in the reverse. Somebody's a part of some type of coven. This could have been a group. Look, and the Ace of Wands in the reverse. Literally, somebody turned their whole lives upside down for doing some type of spiritual work on somebody that they did not know how protected you were. A lot of people feel like because you haven't been initiated into a group or you don't rock with a coven, that you don't have ancestors walking with you. I just heard they take the bait every time. They take the bait every time. Stupid. Just walking on down the road to the root worker. You just happy. You flying over there. Somebody went over to, like you went above and beyond. I don't think it's working out so good. I just got a strong inclination that somebody's ass is going through hell. Spirit guys just said, correction, they're stuck in hell. Yeah, they got a lot of bodies. That spell work, it builds up. Something's about to be uprooted. So something's buried on some type of indigenous land. That shit coming up out the ground. If you did a death spell and you buried something in the graveyard, that graveyard is about to be uprooted. You bitches are dumb. I don't know what the heck is wrong with these people. It's about to be uprooted. This is what Spirit is telling me. Be this water, earthquake, earth shake. It's about to be uprooted. Somebody could have sacrificed some animals too. Whoa. Somebody went above and beyond to try to destroy somebody. Show me this person. The Three of Wands. Travel. Distance. Interesting. Close any doors that don't need to be open, Holy Spirit. I invoke my angels to show me this situation. Give me current energy on this person. 7 of Wands and the 9 of Swords. Somebody's ancestors are following somebody around. Ciao. Somebody's ancestors are following somebody around. You got the 7 of Wands and the 9 of Swords. Somebody's ancestors are keeping somebody's ass up at night. The 9 of Swords is no rest. Restless energy. Not knowing what to do with that energy. Clarify. Show me this person. The Page of Pentacles. Clarify. Seven of Cups. This person could have been casting illusions over a child as well. You could share a child with this person. Clarify this person. Child of devil. You got somebody that was like casting illusions over a child. Almost like trying to like affect a child. What's the Page of Cups and the Seven of Cups? And the devil. Somebody did spell work. The moon in the reverse. So they not only did spell work over you, they did spell work over a child. This could be a child that y'all share together, okay, or whatever this is. But somebody casted an illusion with the moon in the reverse. It's over. The spirit realm is very much aware of what somebody did. Clarify, Holy Spirit. Death. Damn. That's crazy. Hold on, y'all. Okay, I thought I saw my friend pull up to my house. Okay, so listen. Death. Basically, it's it. That's it. Somebody's ancestors are in spiritual court, and the petition is death. They want blood. Three of Swords. Yeah, they're not playing. They're not playing. Somebody plays too much. Clarify. Somebody's ancestors are following somebody around. Seven of Wands. They waking up with them. They hunting them down. Pinpoint accuracy. They're finding these bitches under rocks, hiding behind trees. You can't cloak yourself. They hiding in the house trying to wait for the tower to pass. Ancestors are running them up out their house. When they run up out the house, your ancestors are there. Like every which way you turn, this is what I'm hearing, your ancestors are there. Nine of Swords and the Seven of Wands, it's a wrap. You got the listen, the Seven of Swords. Oh, it's crazy business. Seven of Swords is deception, sneaky, sneak attack. Four of Pentacles, trying to harvest off of a child. Clarify. I just heard swift judgment. Oh, yeah, this is deep. Okay. The judgment has been called down on this situation from the higher realms. I cannot make this up. Eight of Cups. You got people walking away from this situation. The Fool, where they going? Or did they want somebody's destiny? What's the Eight of Cups and the Fool, Spirit? Tell me more. Ace of Pentacles. Something about this child's journey, something about your new beginning, something about money, something about destiny. Ace of Pentacles is prosperity. Eight of Cups is easing on down the yellow brick road. The Ten of Cups, your bloodline. Somebody's bloodline is so wealthy, so rich. Man, somebody woke up the dragon, man. The Eight of Pentacles in the reverse. Eight of Pentacles, toil and labor. That's like putting in a lot of time, putting in a lot of work, trying to bring something into manifestation by way of manipulation. The Magician in the reverse. Somebody wanted to manipulate destiny. Somebody was literally bold and obnoxious and very egotistical, very sociopathically that they walk up to the divine and they told Source of all things, watch this. And Source said, bet. Now that the death angels are on that ass and now that the dead has arisen, somebody woke up the dragon. They're in the Nine of Swords. The bitch can't breathe because your ancestors are breathing down their neck. Every little breath you take, your ancestors are like, we will be there. Every little breath you take. Bitch, we gonna be together soon in death. They waiting on this person to exit. Stage left, honey. 404 on the timer. Clarify, you woke up the dragon, man. The Two of Swords. Look, you know what's so crazy? This is gonna catch them off guard. They don't even know what the hell to do. The Two of Swords is about choosing the lesser of two evils. Somebody don't even know what the hell to do. Nobody's helping them. The practitioners are dropping. There's natural catastrophes. If somebody was intending to travel to get something done, I don't think it's going to be smooth traveling. Four of Cups. Obviously, they've missed a really big opportunity. King of Pentacles. And the Queen of Cups in the reverse. Whoa, 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 whoa. Whoa, 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 whoa. Queen of Cups in the reverse and the King of Pentacles. Clarify the Queen of Cups in the reverse and the King of Pentacles. Seven of Pentacles, heavily invested. Knight of Cups, to try to come for a child. Clarify the King of Swords. Clarify the King of Swords and the Queen of Pentacles. Clarify the Queen of Pentacles and the Five of Swords. Somebody's sneaky as shit. Trying to attack your stability, trying to attack your child. You're coming out as a King of Swords. Even if you're feminine, you're coming out as a King of Swords. You may have needed to get into your masculine energy and show these bitches better than you could tell them. Whatever prayer you prayed out into the ethers, whatever you spoke over your life, it is manifesting and it's coming in rather quickly. And somebody is trying to prolong a cycle ending. It's like trying to buy time when they know their time is up. Bitch, it's time to clock out. Why are you still on the clock? Why are you still working? Why are you still doing anything when you got death standing at your door? That's death that's knocking. Period. Five of Pentacles. Five of Swords. Clarify these people that did this, Holy Spirit. Just expose that shit. What is this? Six of Swords in the reverse. Something about not being able to go across a body of water, not being able to travel. A lot of these people go and do things ritualistically certain times of the year. They're not able to do that. You know, it's constantly needing to go and get protection and cleansings. And Six of Swords in the reverse, this could be a form of karma where maybe somebody won't be able to travel. It says liability, travel, liability, something like that. The High Priestess, they know that you know. These people intuitively already know that you've called down judgment over this whole situation. Once the High Priestess goes to source, direct connection, no middleman, and calls down judgment, it's pretty much over. That means that that's a form of surrendering, because that's what the High Priestess is guided to do, is to surrender these situations to source and let the Most High God deal with these people. The Queen of Swords. You're coming up as the Queen of Swords, King of Swords. This could be you that they did this to. High Priestess, Queen of Swords, King of Swords. You're coming up as somebody who is sharp. King of Swords, Queen of Swords is somebody that's unbiased. They carry the Ace of Swords because the Most High believes that they deserve it. To carry that Ace of Swords, you got to walk in the truth. You got to see the truth even when sometimes it's the ugly truth, when it's something that you don't want to see. Yeah, these people tried to stifle you, shut you up. Oh, they got it coming. Give me current energy on these people. The Two of Cups. This could be a couple. I could be channeling a whole nother situation. And the Tower, it's over. It's over. This Tower is like, this sums it up. The Tower, secret dealings coming out. All these little practitioners overseas, it's a wrap. Nine of Cups. These people felt like, you know what, we'll just do it again. Why not? See if we can get our wishes fulfilled. Maybe for a moment they were satisfied, believing that this stuff was real and that it was going to work. But you got practitioners dropping. Clarify you woke up the dragon. Yeah, whoever this is, they need to go have a seat. This King of Wands in the reverse is so reckless, so negligent, so angry. Fire sign energy, could be any sign, misusing their abilities, their power, their gifts. So the Most High God is like, I got a very special place for you. See, it's the second death. It's the second judgment that's in Revelations, where they talk about that real lake of fire. There's so many different levels to hell. Not everybody returns back to source. That is a weird energy that was put out by way of an illusion into the world so that people felt like they really could do what they wanted to do. Well, you can, but at some point you're gonna have to own up to whatever you put out on these timelines, on these grids. You got people that literally went to do spell work and just figured, oh, I'll just change my energy up. I'll cleanse. I'm good. Yeah, but when the shit backfires and it hits somebody close to you, now you feeling that karma. That shit don't feel good. Somebody needs to keep their hand out of the dark magician cookie jar, save their money because they're going to need it. This Ace of Pentacles belongs to the collective. Nine of Swords, child, somebody's sitting up looking crazy. Somebody's ancestors are on somebody's ass. I keep hearing sweetheart, sweetheart. You're just a sweetheart. Somebody did this to a sweetheart. Whoa. Should have found you something better to do. That would have been your best bet. Something about your abundance. Let's use the Kipperish. Shout out to the Intuitive Gang, man. Kevin Thomas Jr. got the Kipperish here. Let's see what's going on. Holy Spirit, beautiful angels. Show us what it is that we need to see. Give us clear, concise, and accurate information. Something about real love and bliss energy. Feeling blessed. Real love, self-love. A new love, a mature man. Okay. Divine masculine. A nice guy. Okay. So you're moving forward, collective. Ritual. Interesting. You could have cleared your energy out. You could have did something to clear out your energy from your home. Something like that. And in the process, you called in a twin soulmate. Wow, this is funny. Something about seeing beyond the veil. That just fell out on the top. We got divine feminine energy. I can't make it up. You're coming up as the rising star. You have gone through some form of a metamorphosis, change energy, and or ascension. Something about your occupation. Something that you do where you're getting a lot of recognition. The star, rising star, change represents transformation, ascension, occupation, and divine feminine. Yeah, something about your intuition. You could be in a position or some type of job or work where you are using your intuition. This is your job, you're in alignment, and you've moved on. I can't make this up. Clarify. Divine feminine rising star, something about divinity. Something about your divine protection. Somebody's a whole earth angel, and somebody attacked the earth angel. Mentally and emotionally unstable. This was what somebody was requesting for you to look like. That shit didn't happen, and it ain't gonna happen. Holly, get that stuff out of here. Somebody's crazy. Mentally and emotionally unstable because you're coming up as a divine feminine. Legal. Spiritual court, real court, the scales have been balanced. Something like that. Oh, they don't like that. Somebody's sitting up looking like a whole fool. Somebody's getting messed up. When I tell you left and right hook, two-piece, and a motherfucking biscuit, somebody's ancestors is dragging somebody to hell. They look exactly like what they sent out. This is how they showing up. You like, you okay? They like, you like, you okay? They like, You like, yeah, I can tell. Okay, yeah, get your shit together. Okay, yeah, don't call me. Don't call me. Death magic is a hell to the no. Abuse. Somebody is so angry that you still alive. Somebody's sitting up like, oh my God. And you got the nerve to be in the rising star energy. Rising star is somebody who's confident. You know, maybe you're showcasing your talents or doing something. Confirmation, man. Divinity. You got the divine backing you. Here lies the dumbass. This is what it's going to say on their tombstone. Here lies the dumbass that tried to abuse divinity. These two words don't even go together in the same sentence. They don't even go here. What are you doing? How are you going to abuse the divine? I'm going to show God. Oh, shut the hell up. You trying to bury creator of all things in the graveyard. Child, we will have a conversation with the spirits in the earth. Don't play with us. Clarify death magic. Did I just tell you? Stop playing with us. 544 on the timer. Opposition in the reverse. What opposition? What opposing forces? Somebody wanted to be an opposing force in your life to dominate the direction, the wind direction of which way your blessings are going to blow in, bitch, and they about to get blowed up. Blowed up or blown up. One of the two. Something has got to go. And I feel like it's this raggedy ass energy. Somebody played around too much. I'm telling you, somebody's ancestors popped out. Somebody's ancestors are following somebody. Somebody is like all over the place. They don't know which way to go, what to do, what happened. How come they don't know? My thing is this: how come people never figured out that it's the death magic that they did that's background? How is it that they don't know? You know how I know they try to play like they don't know what they did? It's because they have the audacity to try to come and get readings and get divination and get cleansings, hoping that they're talking to a spiritualist who's not as ascended enough that they will see that they don't need to pick up that work. Be mindful doing readings for people that got all this shit attached to them. I will not be doing no reading for nobody that's done death magic. Hell no. You're not about to tie me into your karma. Hell no. When that energy lifts up, if they've attacked somebody, they want to go to a high vibrational person. I really need a reading. But they got death magic. So as soon as you open that door, it's some bullshit going on. You like, hold up. What did you do? Can you pray for me? Tell us what you did first. Matter of fact, we don't need to. We see what you did. Ain't nobody gonna help you out of this. Now it's a level of expectation. Somebody was waiting to hear that you had passed away, and you keep showing up as the rising star. And the ancestors was like, no, what you're gonna hear is we knocking at your door, we're getting into bed with you, we're following you to the bathroom. Somebody's ancestors is writing the shit out of somebody. Like for real. Little third party situation, couldn't sit their punk ass down, gossiping, talking, always has something to say, and they're mad because you got a healthy commitment here, a healthy relationship. Your ancestors said they don't want no apologies. Travel. It's over. There's a rich guy here. Divine masculine. Somebody's in alignment with you, divine feminine. The both of you are marrying one another. You got a rich guy here, somebody that could be a boss, that is earth energy towards Virgo Capricorn energy. And there was a raggedy ass, scallywag, mollywopped ass piece of shit running around gossiping. Okay? Speaking upon the divine, basically. Yeah. Placing false reports. They could have even tried to get you caught up in some type of legal situation. That shit is over. You over here in this blissful energy, and it's really pissing off their demons. Legal, false, and false statements. Yeah. Abandonment. What's abandonment and false statements and legal issues? What is that? My nose is itching. Interesting. Somebody wanted somebody not to see that you were a good match for a commitment. So they put out some type of false energy, and they thought they were just going to follow it up with a little bit of razzle dazzle and do some spell work. This could have been a glamour spell. This could have been a soulmate spell, something like that. Abandonment. Somebody wanted you to abandon your soulmate. So this is more like distraction energy. False narrative, putting something false in the air, backing it up with a little bit of spell work, death magic, gossiping, something to keep you off your focus. That's what I just heard. They wanted you to abandon your soulmate. A commitment. The ancestors popped out. Yeah, look, you and somebody, you're marrying one another. A rich guy and a rich girl. Okay. Financially, two bosses. I just heard power couple. 12 and 13 could be significant. You could be seeing 12, 13 on your clock, letting you know that things are in alignment because you went into this agreement with self-love. I'm telling you, self-love is the most powerful energy in the universe. because self-love is love for source. Confirmation. It's a wrap. This person, people, places, things, whatever, they're sitting in this confusion and illusion energy, looking crazy. A whole Jezebel out here going to Jezebel with this envious, evil eye energy. Look at the way their energy is coming out. They're so nasty. They're so rancid. Bitch, you should have went and just took a nap. Now you about to take a dirt nap, a graveyard dirt nap? Bitch, go somewhere. The house, okay? Somebody could have drove past your house and did something, buried something in the yard, trying to manipulate your energy. That shit backfired. You got a gift. Something could have told you, hey, somebody did something around my house. That shit backfired. I love it when people do stuff close to where you are, because that gives you the opportunity to take their energy and leave them depleted and leave their ass looking like this with their own energy. Because why would you come so close to somebody who has this deep connection with the ancestors? You just basically forfeited your power. Because when you leave your energy around somebody's house, it's a tracking device. It just gives the ancestors a scent to pick up on. So once that judgment's been called down and you go and pray and fast, meditate, and you call in for divine intervention, at least they know what the devil smells like. You left your footprint. You left your footprint in the neighborhood, around the house. I'm trying to tell you. These people don't believe that fat meat is greasy, but it absolutely is. Fat meat is the greasiest of the greasiest. And this ain't easy peasy for these people. You're coming up as the high priest. How many times you got to tell people, hey, stop playing around, man. Step out of that energy, man. Don't do that. They don't believe it. They just keep doing it. It's something that needs to be studied in Spirituality 101, so that people will see these people as examples of what you don't want to be. This is not spirituality. This is not magic. This is violation of the soul. When you decide that you don't know how to deal with your own emotions as it relates to a situation, and you have this proclivity or this urgency or this urge, if you will, to go and do spell work out of the darkness of your heart, I don't recommend that you do it. I recommend that you go somewhere, have you a cup of chamomile tea, go take a deep breath, and sit your punk ass down and think about what it is you're about to do, because somebody's all tied up in something they can't get away from. Don't ever do that kind of magic that you got to be bound to, and now you got to wear the scarlet letter of being the dumbest spiritual criminal on the planet. So when you go in for readings or you go to get help from practitioners, if they're high vibrational, they're going to see that nasty energy on you and be like, nah, I can't help you with that. Now you running around to and fro and nobody wants to help you for no amounts of money? No, because nobody wants to affect their spiritual rank because of your nasty ass energy. Oh no. Oh no, not for any amounts of money. No, 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 no. Don't do that. You cannot help everybody. Now somebody's sitting up looking crazy. Well, we're going to go into part 2 of the reading. This is a little bit of a longer reading. I just felt like Spiritual Court was long overdue for a longer reading. So I'm going to hold space for you all in this energy with the hopes that we can channel some new energy. Bear with me as I get this energy cleansed out so that we can start with new, fresh energy, and we'll see what's in the collective's energy. So we're just going to have a minute break. It'll seem like the video is going on, but in between that time, obviously, I will have cleansed this space, right? Okay. Okay, y'all. So welcome back to part 2 of what the heck is going on in the collective's energy. So as we dive into this energy, y'all, I encourage you to keep your energy clean in the highest vibration, if at all possible, right? Within your own right to do that. Sometimes you got to ask yourself, what can I control and what is out of my control? You also need to decide what energy belongs to you and what doesn't belong to you. I just felt the need to bring that in as far as like a kind reminder, because sometimes these readings, they go so deep, y'all, that one has to be mindful of what they're taking in, what you're sifting through. So that's why our spiritual disclaimer oftentimes is for people just to take what resonates and leave what does not. That's a real thing, because every reading is not going to be your reading. So somebody could be fed up. Okay, here we go. Spying on you from a secret account. Why do people watch? Why stop watching? If you feel as though it's going to upset your life to the capacity where you're incapacitated, you need to stop watching. Like, stop watching. Sheesh, I call upon my angels to put a shield of protection around me. Show me what's going on in collective's energy, what we need to be made aware of. Yeah, something about you rejecting somebody. So collective, right now, overall energy, you could have somebody blocked on a social media site, secret accounts are rejected. Yeah, this person is a backstabber. You're not interested in the energy. That's what I just heard. You're not interested in the energy. So reject it. Okay? This person could be blocked on your phone, on social media, and somehow they're still finding a way to get to your information or watch you. You got the Tower, okay? And the Three of Pentacles and the Chariot. Whoa. Rejected. Holy Spirit, why is this energy here? Close any doors that don't need to be open. Please remove any illusions. Allow me to see the truth with clarity. Please and thank you. Shout out to the supernatural beings, my spirit team, my guardian angels. Show me what it is I need to see. Rejected. Who's this person? What's going on? They feel rejected. They feel like life is turned upside down, child. Justice. Because karma's here to bring balance. Listen, we're going to see the scales probably more in these readings moving forward, because when I tell you things have to be balanced, they have to be balanced. It's like the universe is saying this is mandatory. Clarify. Rejected. Somebody could be going to jail. This is given legal situation too. Eight of Swords and Justice and the Four of Pentacles, like being held. Four of Pentacles is like, I just heard being held without a bond. Damn. Some type of deliberation, some type of spiritual court case or court case. Clarify. Rejected. Who is this person? Somebody's got legal issues. Somebody could already be in jail. Somebody could be in jail. Four of Wands and the Three of Cups. Four of Wands and the Three of Cups. Clarify. Four of Wands and the Three of Cups. I just heard you're being celebrated and somebody's going through hell. The Star. You're being celebrated. Four of Wands, that's a celebration. This could also be like a party. The Star, Four of Wands, a wedding, a party, fraternizing with happy people, having a good time. I like it. Clarify what's going on. Why is the Four of Pentacles there? And Justice in the Eight of Swords. Somebody's having a completely different like experience. Like, I feel like as soon as you rejected this person, your energy cleared up. I feel like something just started to flow for you. Like good times. Three of Cups, Four of Wands, the Star, yeah. And somebody's got legal issues, judgment. But see, this is coming down from the spirit realm. So whatever happens in the spirit eventually manifests in the 3D, in the physical world. Clarify. Judgment, Eight of Swords, Justice, and the Four of Pentacles. What happened there? What happened with that? The Two of Wands. Somebody's having to go away. This could be somebody at a distance from you, having legal issues. Judgment, Eight of Swords. Somebody's going to jail. Somebody's going to jail. Hangman. Somebody's going to jail for sure. What's going on? This is somebody that you turned your back on. With the Two of Wands, you left this person out in the cold. You rejected this person. Page of Wands. There's some type of information. Clarify. Rejected. Page of Wands, what's going on? There's some type of communication coming through. I was going to say communication. Somebody could be stuttering on a stand, man. Somebody could be stuttering in court. Nervous. Lying. That's what I just heard because I felt this need to stutter. You know, I pride myself on enunciating my words. I really do, y'all. So the feeling that there's some type of communication coming through. Child, the devil. This has something to do with greed. Clarify the devil. Greed and money. King of Pentacles in the reverse. Somebody did something illegal with some money. Could have stole some money. Some type of scam. Something like that. King of Pentacles in the reverse is somebody that will do anything for the money. I just heard for the love of money. For the love of money. Somebody said, I got to get that money. And that now they sitting their ass in jail. Somebody's ancestors popped out. The King of Swords is given like investigator. The King of Swords could be a lawyer or an investigator or a prosecutor. Who's this King of Swords? I just heard there's a mastermind out here. Yeah, 9 of Wands. Somebody could have hired a lawyer. King of Swords and a 9 of Wands. Why is the King of Swords and the 9 of Wands? They're getting beat up by this evidence. That's why. They're the wounded warrior trying to defend somebody that's guilty. Clarify the King of Swords and the 9 of Wands. Yeah, they're trying to hide something. Hell no. This is a wrap. You got a King of Swords here. Investigator, prosecutor, defendant. I just heard defendant and the prosecutor. So you got the 9 of Wands and the King of Swords. This person is crazy, trying to blind justice. 2 of Swords. They're lying. They know that their client is guilty. King of Pentacles in the reverse and the Moon. This is some type of secret connection. Clarify these people. What's going on? Who's this King of Swords? Somebody could be paying somebody to do spell work. This King of Swords is clarify King of Swords. Is this a practitioner doing spell work over a court case? Yes, it is. Yes, it is. The Hermit in the reverse, trying to block the intuition of the person presiding over the case, or trying to confuse information or stall information. The High Priestess is in the reverse. This is a dark practitioner working on behalf of this King of Pentacles in the reverse. Okay? This is like their spiritual counsel, their spiritual protection to blind the justice system or to create some type of stalemate. Damn. You got the Moon here. Somebody's paying for somebody to slow down the court case so they don't go to jail, but they going to jail any damn way. The Sun in the reverse. Yeah, this is to try to cloak the truth. Clarify. Somebody's ass is crazy. You got the Emperor here. The Emperor could be the judge. This could be a real court case. The Emperor could be a leader, a judge, the counselor, deliberation, the jury, whatever this is, the Emperor. The Emperor is somebody that takes care of business. They want to blind this person. Page of Cups, put him under some form of an illusion. The water energy, Piscean energy. Clarify. They're doing spell work over this case. The Chariot. What's the Chariot? The Chariot could be law enforcement. And the Queen of Swords. Yeah, that's investigator right there. That's an investigator. Yeah, and divine intervention is here. One of these investigators is a chosen one. Somebody here has divine intervention. They're smart, they're intelligent, Ace of Wands, and they're not fooled by any of what somebody could be paying a practitioner to cover up in a spiritual court case. Ace of Wands. Oh, excuse me, Ace of Wands. I keep getting this shut up energy. Somebody might want somebody to stop speaking the truth or stop seeing the truth. Queen of Swords and the Ace of Wands, divine intervention is here. The Chariot. This person is too wise. They're tapped in. They see through this illusion. They see through the magic. Empress. I can't make it up. Divine feminine energy. You speak the truth. You see the truth. And you're very protected. 7 of Wands. So what does this Queen of Swords have to do with this case? I just heard psychic investigator. You're somebody with a very special gift. Ace of Pentacles. So this Queen of Swords could be you. The Star, Four of Wands, Three of Cups being celebrated, divine intervention in the Empress and the Ace of Pentacles and the Seven of Wands. Your ancestors are literally defending you. There's like, you're coming up as the star seed. You see the truth in this case. Clarify this case. It's something about money. Page of Pentacles. I don't like that feeling. What is that I just felt? Strength. Clarify that, Holy Spirit. For some of you, there's people there's somebody or a person or people or whatever the hell this is that's getting caught up for dealing with children, underage children. This could be child pornography. Page of Wands, Page of Pentacles, strength, wish fulfillment. It's giving domination of children. Nine of Cups. Trigger warning. Yep, look, I can't make this up. Seven of Swords, sneaky and deceptive. Queen of Pentacles energy. People spending money for this. They're going to jail. They're paying a practitioner. Two of Pentacles to try to balance this out. I just heard somebody uses money to solve all their problems. Somebody got big money. Queen of Pentacles energy. King of Pentacles in the reverse. Somebody is greedy. Something with children, y'all. And whoever you are, you see into it. Clarify these people going to jail over these children. Yeah, they're going to jail. Three of Swords, it's over. They paid some practitioner to do spell work, possibly over the courthouse. Some of these people could have like spell work on them when they go into the courthouse, or amulets or spirits, something to try to confuse information. Look, Eight of Wands and the Page of Wands. I just heard this could be on the news. Y'all let me know. Let somebody let me know. Hey, remember that? Because I'm just really tapping into it because this is what Source wants me to see. Wow, that's crazy. Something with children. It's coming to a head. There's somebody in this justice system that is shedding light on this. And I feel like even as truth seekers and truth speakers in the public eye, as we channel this energy and it goes out into the ethers, it definitely exposes these crooked ass cases. Yeah, it exposes it for sure. Somebody was doing spell work. Somebody could have even been trying to get a certain judge on the case. This person is connected to some type of secret society. Okay? Yeah. The judge is paid. Yeah. But there's somebody that's bowing out. There's a judge that doesn't want to be involved. That's a part of one of these secret societies or these groups. It's like I see somebody trying to switch out the judge to get a certain judge on a case. Somebody's got money. King of Pentacles, the Hierophant. This person has connections, workers, spiritualists, people that, you know, they do sorcery, I just heard. Cloaking themselves in people that are bringing balance as Emperor energy. Whoa. Shapeshifters. They're only out for themselves. That's what I just heard. Ace of Wands. There's something more powerful divining over this situation. It's the creator of all things, Wheel of Fortune. There's something more powerful than their secret society, their group, their judges, their jurisdictions, their legislations, their workers, their people, their paying, their whatever, to hide certain information. It's over. Clarify the collective. I feel like it's somebody that you rejected that maybe you didn't know was in so deep. Yeah, look, the collective is in the King of Swords energy. You rejected this person. This person was in deep with something really dark. Yeah, the Nine of Wands. You decided to walk away and protect yourself. You got the Nine of Wands and you got the King of Swords. So overall energy for the collective, you cut this person off. It's King of Swords energy. You know the truth. You see what's going on here. Yeah, look, you see it. The Hangman. The Hangman represents seeing something from a certain perspective. There's no way to unsee the truth. Clarify. So you rejected this person, and then you called down judgment. The Knight of Wands. And the World. You ended it. You closed out a cycle. You saw somebody's soul. You saw somebody wasn't right. Knight of Wands, and you did it fast too. The Knight of Wands is like, gotta go. Because your intuition told you, High Priestess energy, I cannot make this up. Nine of Pentacles, that you were gonna have to go and do something on your own, single and self-sufficient. You walked away. You didn't take anything or anybody with you. Nine of Pentacles is like solo dolo. Single as a Pringle. Clarify what's going on, Holy Spirit. The Five of Wands, yeah, this person sent you some type of spiritual warfare with the Five of Wands and the Four of Pentacles to try to hold you back. Show me the chosen one. 4 plus 5 is 9. This person wanted to create endings for you. 6 of Cups, to keep you bound to the past so that you would feel like you needed this person. 6 of Cups and the 4 of Pentacles and the 5 of Wands. Somebody's saying they didn't like, it's almost like somebody wanted you to be dependent on them. Wow. Dependent on the past. No, that's a form of manipulation and siphoning one's energy. The 9 of Cups, you're coming out as somebody that got your wishes fulfilled. High Priestess, 9 of Pentacles, the Hangman, the 7 of Swords. You could have left. You could have left abruptly. You could have did this without sharing this with anybody, and you just came out like, come close if you want to, I will cut you. Queen of Swords, you saw something in this person, something dark. You're the Empress. Divine feminine energy. Look how you're coming out though, and your masculine and feminine energy balanced. Sometimes that feminine warrior, Queen of Swords energy can come off like a man's energy, especially if you're a divine feminine and you need to protect yourself. You absolutely can get into that masculine energy, and you're showing up as somebody that's ready to go to war and slice and dice. I just heard off with his head. Man, I can't make this up. More fire energy. The sword of truth. Wow. Clarify. King of Wands energy. Fire energy. Clarify for the collective. You're coming up as all the kings and queens, basically. The Sun. Fire energy. Raw energy. The Eye of Horus. That's what I just heard. The Two of Swords. Somebody tried to blindside you, but you're protected in your blind spots. Look at the Four of Wands. Somebody was trying to stop you as you were going through the diamond process. You know, to create a diamond, there's a lot of pressure. Four of Wands, somebody was trying to stop you as you were ascending, putting swords in your way, but you saw through it. With the Sun, you burned through it, quite literally. What did you see in this person? You walked away. You saw something in this person. The Ten of Swords. Unfathomable, unfathomable, unthinkable. Somebody did the unthinkable. I just heard the most undigestible. Like it was something you couldn't find yourself digesting. The Tower and the Ten of Swords. You, whatever this is, it was sudden. It was a sudden epiphany. And you walked away. What did you see in this person? Why'd you walk away from this person? I just heard pedophile. Four of Swords. You could have saw this person doing stuff with children. Knight of Cups. I hate to say it, but Four of Swords and a Knight of Cups. Knight is a young adolescent. Four of Swords and the Four of Cups. Four of Cups is like sadness, depression, not wanting to do the work. What did you see in this person? The Three of Wands in the reverse. Hell no. You saw this person's demise. You saw what was going to happen to this person if they kept doing this to children. You saw it. Three of Wands in the reverse. You said, oh, the universe is about to stop your ass. Three of Wands in the reverse is like, take no more steps. And if you do, to the left, everything you own in a box to the left, somebody is going to hell, man. Quite literally, the Four of Cups. They missed an opportunity. Four of Swords. Clarify, Four of Swords is like in the bed. Man, this person is crazy. This person is crazy. Something about the Magician and the Wheel of Fortune manifesting off of children, young people. Clarify, you saw something in this person. What did you see, High Priestess? Ace of Cups. You saw divine intervention. You saw the divine intervening on your behalf, guiding you away from this person. This is like spiritual pedophilia. This is not somebody doing this in the physical world, but they're doing it in the spirit, for sure. For sure. Could be transferring sicknesses or trying to in the spirit. This person has practitioners that they use. Yeah, the Seven of Wands. But somebody missed an opportunity. Four of Cups, the Seven of Wands, and the Knight of Cups. There's a child here that's very, very protected. Empress energy, this could be your child. You could have foreseen that this person was attacking your child, or they would. So you protected your child. You walked away. The Empress energy, Seven of Wands, the Knight of Cups, and the Four of Cups. Somebody missed an opportunity. There's a child here that's so doggone protected. I'm telling you, stop playing with people. Somebody's child could be 10 years old. Somebody's child could be 4, 7, something like that. And somebody missed an opportunity trying to come for a child's destiny. Ace of Cups and the Wheel of Fortune, trying to get a new beginning. And you saw it. You're the Queen of Swords. You're the Queen of Swords. I cannot make it up. Queen of Pentacles. You're stable, grounded, well-rounded. And you're in the Eight of Cups, honey. That's walking away from the bullshit. The Three of Cups. And your spirit guides are saying congratulations. Because this could have been ugly business. Somebody was willing to take it to the limit, honey. Pushing it to the limit. This person would have done anything to get a new beginning and a start. Anybody they have to take out, this is somebody that doesn't hesitate. They're not mourning the loss of somebody. They're only here to gain somebody else's new beginning. It's a whole tower on that ass. That ass is done. The Four of Swords. This person, and now they're going to jail, so they got legal issues. Something could be coming out. Something could have been documented. Somebody could have done something with underage children in the 3D. I feel like something was insatiable for this person, something that couldn't be satisfied. And somebody could have got caught up. Maybe that's what this legal situation is. Ace of Pentacles, Seven of Wands. Somebody went after somebody that was so protected. Stop playing around. The star energy, this is like a starseed child. The Wheel of Fortune with a bright future. Did this person get caught with a child? Yeah, it's over. The world, this could be the World Wide Web. They could have got caught with something on their device. The world watching something. Clarify, this person was watching children. King of Swords in a reverse. Manipulating children. Master manipulator. This is the only time this person feels powerful. You know that? This is the only time this person feels powerful, is when they can manipulate people. This is a weak person. This is a coward. Somebody depends on magic for everything. To cover their steps, get them out of trouble. Okay? But in the spirit realm, they manipulate children and their destinies. They're weak. I just heard, go pick on somebody your own size. Damn, somebody is weak. They like to pick on children, manipulate children. to siphon off their energy. Four of Pentacles and the Knight of Wands. Young boys, teenage boys, wands. Four of Pentacles to harvest off of them. Clarify, this person got caught with a child. This is what they're going to jail for. The Five of Wands. Interesting. Then they spiritually attack them in their adolescence. Clarify, this King of Swords in the reverse, watching children. They've been exposed. Two of Swords in the reverse, Libra energy. Two of Swords in the reverse is like exposed for doing magic. Look, over children. Sending chaos magic to children? What a coward. Clarify, King of Swords in the reverse. This person is a coward. Look, the Nine of Wands in the reverse. This person does not have any positioning, nothing to hold them up. Nothing is grounded. Nothing is stable. It's a very unstable foundation. The Two of Swords in the reverse and the Nine of Wands in the reverse. Oh, man. Somebody has no protection. I mean, they can't hide from this. They can't run from it. Show me this person that was doing spell work over these children in the ethers. The Four of Wands. Could have been astral projecting. What's the Four of Wands? Something to children in the neighborhood. It's somebody in the community. Four of Wands and the Nine of Cups, and this is how they were getting their wishes fulfilled. Siphoning children's energy. Clarify, they got caught watching children on the internet. Yeah, they did. Sun in the reverse. Now they're sad and depressed because they've been exposed for being a weirdo. Clarify, spiritual pedophile. Weirdo. Yeah, I can't make this up. You got the Empress energy. The World. Somebody could be seeking out people with children, single mothers specifically. The World. Clarify the World Wide Web for this pedophile or whatever the hell you are. Ten of Swords. I can't make it up. Betrayal. Meeting people. I just heard meet and greet. Meeting people. And really interested in their children, though. More interested in your children on a spiritual level. Somebody got caught. Clarify, why are they going to jail? What did they get caught doing? Were they doing something with a child? They keep coming up as the Queen of Swords, King of Swords in the reverse. Emotionally manipulating people, children. Clarify, what did they do? Something could have been recorded. Somebody could have got this person on tape saying something. Swords in the reverse is like talking nasty, saying something bad, conversation, mental manipulation, master manipulator. This is that kind of person. They could have got caught. How did they go to jail, though? What happened? I don't know, but they definitely going to jail. The Tower. Some type of upheaval. You got a King of Wands here. Who's this King of Wands? And a Seven of Swords. Somebody sneaky as shit. Somebody got a lot going on, y'all. King of Wands and the Seven of Swords. Somebody sneaky. They're hiding their connection to this King of Swords in the reverse as if they weren't doing anything. This King of Wands is also doing the same thing. They're just shape-shifting. They're really the King of Wands in the reverse. This is what Spirit is telling me. Clarify this King of Wands and the Seven of Swords. What is your affiliation? Look, I can't make this shit up. The Magician in the reverse. So this King of Wands is really a King of Wands in the reverse. Let's call this what he is. King of Wands in the reverse and the Magician in the reverse. These are dark-ass warlocks that do things to children in the spirit realm, but somebody got caught up doing something online. Somebody could really be like a sicko out here watching children online or trying to bait them. Four of Pentacles. Four of Pentacles is like holding them back. Knight of Wands. Five of Wands. It's like chaos and sexual energy. What type of shit are y'all? Like the new levels with these new devils, y'all are deep. I'm gonna be honest, y'all. Some of these demons, I ain't never seen it before. I'm like, damn. These are like unsuspecting demons. Like they sitting in the courthouse, you know what I'm saying? Type ass shit. Like y'all are weird. Magician in the reverse. This King of Wands got his ass. Huh. I just heard this King of Wands is next. Yeah, this person is paying somebody. My nose is itching. This King of Wands in the reverse, Six of Pentacles is paying somebody to make this shit go away. Eight of Cups, walk away. That's not what you saw. The Magician in the reverse. They're like, but I just saw you. That ain't what you saw. What you saw was you walking away. This is what somebody is doing. So this King of Wands is covering his own ass, basically. He's able to pay Six of Pentacles. There's an exchange of money here. He's able to pay somebody to make some shit go the hell away. Clarify what the hell is going on, Holy Spirit. The Knight of Wands. This person is nasty, man. Knight of Wands energy. He did this real fast. He comes up so like upstanding. It's damn near disgusting how disassociated he is from how dirty his hands are in this whole situation. King of Wands, he has the audacity, the balls, the gall to show up as a decent guy when really he's not. Seven of Swords. He's the Magician in the reverse. This is a master manipulator, shape-shifting ass. Look you dead in the eye, could probably pass a lie detector test. This guy is dangerous. He shows up as somebody who is very well put together. Look at the gaze in the eyes. He stares you down as if he's telling the truth, but really he's casting an illusion. Oh, now we're getting to the nitty gritty. I just heard two peas in a pod. So these two guys are the same. King of Swords in the reverse and the King of Wands in the reverse, they're the same people, but somebody's got money to pay for theirs to go away. Whatever it is in court, whatever proof or documentation, I just heard burn it. Somebody could be burning computers, flash drives, all kinds of stuff. Because one thing about insidious ass people like this, statistics show on a psychological level, they always like to keep a record of the bullshit that they do because their ego is so big. So this could be photographs, this could be videos, this could be all kinds of shit. They like to keep a record of the shit that they do. Plain and simple. Hold on, y'all. Let me just make sure that my microphone is still working. Microphone check 1 2 1 2. Yeah, these people gotta pay. Somebody got money. Somebody got long bread, big money to pay to make shit go away. King of Pentacles, Queen of Wands, the Moon. They hide their affiliation to the devil, honey. Somebody is like some type of high-ranked ass warlock that can pay for shit to go away. Clarify this King of Wands in the reverse. You about to get your ass caught up too, because you hurting children. Four of Cups. They're missing opportunities though. The magic is getting exposed. The shit is looking sloppy. The judicial system is falling apart. All these negative ass people, bad collaborations, secret, silent, connections. I grease your palm. You grease my palm. Y'all out here greasing up asses because y'all nasty. It's all of it's getting exposed. And y'all some pedophiles. On a spiritual level, you have done some very diabolical things. Yeah, look. Ace of Cups, to get a new beginning. But this Ace of Cups this time around represents divine intervention. Your magic has been rejected by the universe. Your magic has been rejected. Debunked. Left out in the cold. Cast it out into a dry space. Your magic has no magical effects here. All these children, Knight of Cups. Night energy. That's teenagers, young people. As a lover, y'all need to sit down. Some of these people could have been drugged. That's what they're hiding. Knight of Swords in the reverse. Didn't I tell you? King of Swords in the reverse. Let's have a moment. The King of Swords in the reverse is the most cutthroat person on the planet. They abuse people's minds. They abuse their mental states. And if they can't do that, they're going to do anything that it takes to assure that you're in the Ten of Swords. Somebody likes dead people walking. They don't want you to be able to think your way through whatever they're weaving by way of your mental state. This is a manipulator. They don't want you to be able to make it out of the web of confusion. Knight of Swords in the reverse. Some of these people were drugged, so that's what they're hiding. So not only were they negligent in the spirit realm, some of these people were actually playing things out in the physical, drugging young boys or young men. Clarify what happened? Yeah, look. Catching them by themselves and sacrificing them. The Hangman in the reverse and the Nine of Pentacles. Catching them by themselves and sacrificing them. Somebody could be covering up death. Somebody could have paid somebody to make death go away. Six of Pentacles, or to remove their energy or any affiliation. Maybe buying an alibi. That's what I just heard. The Lovers, child, this is over. Oh, whoa. Clear this space, Holy Spirit. Clear this space, close this door. We call down judgment. We trust and know that the divine is about to bring some towers. It's about to be some rocking and rolling, shaking and baking, I just heard. Your money's no good in spiritual court. Your gifts, your bribery, it's not good in spiritual court. And whoever is taking a bribe on behalf of covering up this shit that somebody was doing to young people and children, you're definitely going to be guilty by association. You cannot be separated from these heinous acts. You need to know that the spiritual courts of heaven have spoken. Now, somebody somewhere could be a funky ass warlock clicking onto the video, be like, bitch, who do you think you are? Listen, you're going to have to take that up with the Most High. I can't address that issue, not here in spiritual court, not out of spiritual court, not on the clock, not up the clock, not around the block. I got people to see and places to go, and this does not concern the collective. So any complaints that you have about the truth being spoken here, anywhere, all over the planet, you're going to have to get in touch with the Most High God. That's where you need to register your complaint. Because we can't help you. It's beneath us. It's out of my reach. Although we are being made aware of it, by way of being in alignment, by way of being obedient, it's out of our reach. Somebody somewhere is not going to like it. Well, that has nothing to do with the collective. 142.42 on the timer. So let's just clear this space and see what else we come up with. All right, let's continue to pick up more energy and just kind of see what happens for the collective. Holy Spirit, beautiful divine angels, source of all things divine, show me what we need to see. The Five of Swords. We've put our swords down, y'all. We've walked away. You know, the Five of Swords is about walking away, not seeing something as battle worthy. Tedious and trivial spiritual pursuits don't intrigue us, although we are aware that somebody is trying to be sneaky. Five of Swords is like somebody running up behind you, trying to catch you on your blind spot, but your back is turned and your sword is on the ground. That's what the Five of Swords represents for the collective. But we got divine intervention. Queen of Swords energy. Boundaries have been set. This also represents divine protection and speaking the truth into the atmosphere in order to get vindicated from things that you're not concerned with. King of Wands energy. King of Wands represents fire energy. That could be war. That could be Shango energy. Fiery energy, fiery bloodline, Leo energy, Lion of Judah, Lioness energy. Sagittarius, the archer, never missing your target. Overall collective energy is air and fire. You ever seen a fire started with no air? Okay. Listen, you got the Seven of Pentacles. Something about balance, something about investing time in the truth. This is what the collective is up to. And death. Big Scorpio energy. It is Scorpio season. I mean, let's talk about it. Scorpio is a major arcana. in the tarot, in the spiritual community, nobody can get through anything without having to go through death. There's no way. It just don't work that way. If you are dedicated to evolving, death is an inevitable process. There are things that have to go, versions of yourself, people, places, things that have to be brought to an end in order to have a new beginning and in order to bring balance. And I feel like we know that. So this could represent the collective going through a massive awakening, another big ascension, one that's beneficial, that's going to help you at your next level. Temperance, 1 foot on land and 1 foot in the water, part man, part woman, part angel, all angel, earth angel energy, Archangel Michael energy. I can't make this up. Something about us channeling the energy of the children, protecting the children. Some of you are being guided to do certain things with children. Some of you are being guided to be foster parents, okay? Adopt children, something like that. Animals, all kinds of stuff. Something about the calling, page energy, the innocent, the page of wands, the passion and the gifts of the children, the emotions of the children. The Hierophant says we are here to serve the children. That's real leadership. That's real divine intervention. That's real divine intervention. Spirit says, let me remind these mother. I just heard Spirit say, let me remind these mother that y'all are the Hierophant. This is energy. This is communication coming from the ethers telepathically. These are downloads. The 8 of Wands is like fiery telecommunication, like warnings. That these are the protectors of the children. They come to serve the children. So these spiritual court cases, when it involves children, just expect the heads are going to roll. Heads are going to get knocked off. That shit is about to go down. Your money's no good in spiritual court. The ancestors are not interested. A lot of dark ass witches. High priestess in a reverse. Doing spell work over children. To stay in positions of power in order to move forward when their life is over. The Fool is about journey, taking children's journeys. The Fool really does represent the fool, though. It's foolish. It's not a major arcana. It's a minor arcana. What the hell does the universe see as easy to get rid of? These people. This is an easy fix. That's what I just heard. Judgment in the reverse. There's no reconsidering of this judgment. What these people have done is absolutely diabolical. It's the stop or be stopped movement. Moving throughout the spiritual ethers because strength is here. I'm telling you, the line of Judah is coming, knocking heads off, biting heads off, legs, feet, arms, anything to get the job done. It's a wrap. The 9 of Pentacles. Virgo energy, strength energy, being rooted, being grounded, being stable, being fair. Coming with fire though. Over these children, the 5 of Pentacles. When I tell you it's about to be a dry ass winter. The 5 of Pentacles. Some of these people are about to go through their worst nightmare. The same nightmares that they projected onto innocent people are the ones that they're about to be in. I can't make this shit up. Look. Look at them. Look at her. Look at him. Look at the devil. 5 of Pentacles and the devil. The same evil that they projected out onto the collective, onto innocent children, they're now about to receive. Now, you and I know that when things backfire, oftentimes, most times, there's a 99.9% chance it won't backfire the same way it went out. But it will, in fact, backfire times 10 on that ass. And these people got a lot of bodies, a lot of blood at their altar, a lot of blood on their hands, and the collective is here to bring, look, I can make this up, the children. Page. Children with gifts. Bright destinies. Oh, they should have just left the children alone. Judgment in the reverse, Page of Pentacles. There's a lot of blood on their hands. Some of these children are adults now. The 2 of Wands. And they've been harvesting off of these children since they were children. Some of these people are full grown adults now, and they're saying, I'm answering the call with the Two of Wands. So how is it that you could be here holding me back? I didn't co-sign to this contract. Knight of Pentacles, since you were a young child. Knight is teenage energy. Adolescence, Two of Wands, your destiny. Yeah, I can't make this up. You're being celebrated by the ancestors. Three of Cups, Two of Wands. You called in your destiny. You answered the call, and somebody was trying to stop you every step of the way. Every time you took a step, they put a sword in your back. You kept moving. You said, the Two of Wands, I will go. With every sword in my back, I'll worry about the Ten of Wands later. And the Ten of Swords, I'll pull those things out when I get on my journey, but I gotta go. You turned your back on the situation, and this is what invoked the Tower. Whoa, this is why they're all under judgment. I can't make it up. The Ace of Pentacles is chosen one. That's such a beautiful energy. The Ace of Pentacles, the chosen one. You answered the call. So when you answered the call, there was a huge domino effect. It triggered every single inconsiderate, unjust. Somebody was inconsiderate to a child on purpose. When you went about your journey, chosen ones, Ace of Pentacles, Two of Wands, it triggered a reaction by way of all the truth coming out on all timelines. Just because you decided to stand up and answer this call, stand in your power fearlessly. Takes a lot of courage to go on a journey when you're being called to be the Hierophant, a servant to the children. Some of these children are grown. Some of them are finally waking up. That takes a lot of courage, a lot of stick-to-itiveness, a lot of dedication. Yeah, I can't make this up. Hermit in the reverse. A lot of blocking of intuition. A lot of people still doing things and they can't even see what the hell is going on. The Four of Cups. Maybe they see it now. The Nine of Swords. I can't make this up. Somebody's going through, a lot of these people in these big groups or with this big money, they're going into mental hospitals. They're going into, because they're being haunted. Okay? Hermit in the reverse and the Nine of Swords is like being haunted by some shit. Memories, spirits that they unalived that are waiting. Literally. I don't know why people think that's a joke. It's really not. It's really not. I'm at the point now where I don't give a damn if people believe what we're saying is the truth or not. I don't. Because I feel like the people that know, you know, judgment in the reverse. It's over. It's like lately I've been channeling like spirits that want to be vindicated. Like spirits that got their lives taken too soon. Their energy's been coming out a lot. It's like, I mean, when I tell you these people swapped out destinies real quick and just swept it under the rug and thought they was just going to keep on living and nobody was going to say anything about the life that they took, the soul that they stole. Like, what are you doing? And you tried to keep somebody bound beyond the grave so that you could siphon their essence by way of the spirit. I just heard Cain killed Abel because his punk ass wasn't able. I know that story very, very well about Cain killing Abel. Jealousy, envy, strife, wanting power in the heavenly realms. So seeing somebody who is divine as a sacrifice. This is really how a lot of these demons think. But now their asses are grass. Now they get to go to hell. Now they get to be the sacrifices. That's what I heard. So take this energy as it resonates, y'all. I know this was a little bit longer of a reading. Shout out to the people that were able to watch it all the way through. If you just came in, I encourage you to rewind. Please be kind and rewind. Keep your energy in a high vibration. Stay up on your spiritual hygiene. It is so important. Consistency is key when it comes to being dedicated to your journey. This is really what backs a lot of the bullshit up. I will be tagging the patchouli and the sandalwood that is on my Etsy affiliate shop. Click on the link if you want to get you some patchouli. Either way, stay up on your spiritual hygiene. A little patchouli for the road. I love y'all so much. And I will be back with more readings and see you soon, okay? Until then, as always, peace be with you.